So Dani Ceballos and William Saliba have just signed for Arsenal. In my opinion, I really like the signings. I think Dani Ceballos is a good young prospect to invest in. I really didn't know anything about William Saliba, but from what I've seen in just like videos and things like that, I'm really impressed and I'm really glad we signed him. And I don't know, I feel like he's gonna be a good player for the future. But only time will tell. But Dani Ceballos, we know where he was. He was in Real Madrid. He signed there from Betis. I know he's not here in Arsenal for a long time. He's only here for a season-long loan. But he comes here to play, and that's the good thing. He had more protagonism in the Real Madrid squad last season, playing like 22 games in the league. He registered like 3 goals in the league, as well as 3 yellow cards, and that's something that I found kind of strange. I mean, he was a very influential part in Spain U21 squad to win the European Cup, and he was one of those players that stood out, especially probably like the main player of that team. And I'm hoping to see those type of essences in the squad next season, because we really need like a number 10, someone that's gonna build our play, someone that's gonna be that linkage from like the defense to the attackers, and him being more of a defensively minded midfielder is more to my liking as well. I was looking at all his stats, comparing all the competitions he was playing in, like the European Cup, like the Champions League. I think he got like 2 yellow cards there. He didn't register a goal. The Copa del Rey, I think he played like 3 games as well until they were eliminated, and he also got like 2 cards there, or a yellow card. And then even I don't remember what other cup. I think the Club World Cup he also played, and he also got a yellow there. The summer before, they played the International Champions Cup, and he got a yellow there and an assist. So he's looking more like a defensive minded player, in my opinion. He's probably more leaning towards recovering the ball, and that's something to look forward to, because we really haven't had that. A lot of players that we usually get are more, they just let that happen to them. They just let that go through and just let the defense deal with that, and that's mostly been what's been tearing us down. We signed some pretty good midfielders, defensive midfielders, but I feel like there's more players that they need to get rid of. And if Dani Ceballos can be also an offensive threat, we can maybe forget about having Mesut Ozil. Mesut Ozil, when he came in, he was a top player. He was one of the best. But for what we're paying him and for what he's given the club, like these past 2 years, past 2 seasons, like I don't see why we should keep him anymore. I feel that he should probably leave, and he should just leave that spot open for someone that's going to actually contribute, and especially with all that that all the wages that he's getting, someone else should be taking that spot and maybe splitting it between 2 players, or maybe splitting it between, or just giving it to one, but someone that actually deserves it. But it's all up to Unai Emery. But William Saliba, like I said, I really didn't know anything. I just knew he was from Liga, and he played in St Etienne, and this guy's a baller, man. Like I looked at some of the film he was some of the film, some of the games, some of the highlights, whatever. This guy is really defensively minded, and he's super tall. I think he's like 6'2", 6'3". He's 18 years old. That's a bright side for me. I don't know, in my opinion, because this guy is just like, he's a baller, bro. He's like like he would when he's attacking, he doesn't really attack. He's more of a defensive minded player. But when he defends, he usually tries to gain advantage, and he usually uses his strengths to his advantage, which is his height and his strength. He's a really strong footballer, and he's pretty quick as well. I can see why they've been calling him the next Rafael Varane. I don't know if he's up to that par, but in Arsenal he's gonna get game time for sure, because he's quick. He can shield the ball really good. He knows how to play out from the back. He's really confident on the ball as well. Is another thing that impressed me. For such a big guy, he really just guards the ball and shields it. And then if he can give a pass forward, he'll give it forward. If he can't, he'll just give it right back. And like you could say, that's just simple stuff. All defenders do that. But something about him just looked like it gave me essences. Virgil van Dijk, he's probably nowhere near that. But he looked really confident as well as really sure on the ball, and that's really really good to see. And him being a tall figure, being a tall stature, and he shields the ball well. And then like even wingers when they try to take him on the left, he was not having it. He was like just pushing them off, and the ref was just with it. Even when they would get the ball, even when they would receive the ball, certain attackers, he would be right on their back already, like hitting them or like making them uncomfortable to receive the pass and then continue forward. And that's what you need. You need someone that anticipates. He has very good anticipation. This guy's reading the play super quick, and I don't know. I'm excited. I wish he would be playing right now. I wish he would be in the club right now. But I know he's gonna go back to St Etienne to do his 5-season loan, or I mean not 5-season loan. He signed for 5 seasons, but he's gonna go back for a loan to St Etienne. But this guy is for the future. He's a top class defender in my opinion, and I see why a lot of clubs were interested in him as well. And I can see why Tottenham was interested in him as well. This guy's a baller. This guy's one for the future, and he's French. There's already French players there. That's something that also influences decisions, and that's good. We have those top class French players that other French players are like, oh, I'd rather go there because there's people of my culture, my same language, stuff like that, and that's good to see, and our defense has been in shambles, but I could see this guy really sliding in there, probably playing a partnership with Socrates. I don't know if Mustafi's going to be there. I know Koscielny is out of plans now, like they're going to get rid of him because he doesn't want to be there anymore, but I wish both of them the best of luck, and I hope William Saliba does come into the squad and he is a big impact. I don't know, not too sure what Dani Ceballos is going to do. I expect the best for him, and I expect him to be in the first team starting out and being a starter and being very influential with the passing and things like that, and being also very defensively minded in the midfield to recover the ball. But William Saliba, I'm excited for that deal. I don't know if a lot of people know about him, but I feel like you should just look him up and look for yourself. This guy is top class, and if Tottenham was looking for him, it's for a reason, because Tottenham knows their defenders. They got like some of the best center backs in the league, and they got the best young center back as well. I feel like with Davison Sanchez, and people could probably disagree or whatever and put somebody else, but Davison Sanchez is like more assured than anybody. But this is all I gotta say. I'm excited, and I'm hoping for the new season to go well. But this is all I gotta say. Hope you like the video. Hope you subscribe to the channel, and peace out.